everything changes.
Hi, I'm Matt Bergstrom and welcome back to the Dead Matt B channel. This video today is gonna be special. It's for those of you who want to go into the new year 2018 and really kill it. I made a video a couple of weeks ago explaining how to know what you want in life, or how to find it really. And it was a pattern recognition of how I found what I wanted in life. And I did that video based on a story that I'm going to tell you right now. And it was, I was going to basketball practice and I was picking up my friend. And I went to their house and I hadn't seen my friend's father in quite a while. And when I got there, he asked me, "Hey, what do you do nowadays?" And I told him that I was studying computer science at KVH in the city. And he was so happy for me, but he told me something. He told me something that was so astonishing. He said, "Hey, I'm happy for you. I'm over 50 years old and I still don't know what I want in life." And that just blew my mind. He's over 50 and doesn't know what he wants still? That's just sad. I mean, people need a purpose, they need a goal, they need something in life that draws them to something, whether that's, you know, a family goal or a relationship goal or a career goal, whatever. They need a purpose, because when you have a purpose, you can make progress, and progress makes you happy. But this video is not about how to know what you want in life, but rather it is how to get the thing that you want in life. And what I'm going to share with you guys today is a way of thinking or a mentality that will help you move towards your goal this coming year. So I'm going to head directly to the drawing board and show you guys and really visualize how I believe that you can narrow down the competition to get where you want in life. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is my theory on how to get what you want in life. Now, most people in the world don't know what they want in life. More people than we think actually don't know what they want in life. Just like I told you about the story of my friend's father, who's over 50 years old and still doesn't know what he wants in life. When you don't know what you want in life, you don't have any focus. And without focus, you can't build or get the future that you want. Let's say we have the world's population right here. 7 billion people, approximately. Not everyone has the same preconditions that you do. Not everyone has a home to come to, and not everyone has food on a table. Maybe you don't have enough food on a table, and I pray for you then, but most people that watch this video will have a decent education and enough food to stay full. Life essentially is a competition. Whoever delivers the best, whoever does the best job of something gets the job. If you're a scientist and you're the best scientist to determine when the next eclipse is coming, you'll probably be hired for determining the next eclipse. Logically, that is what makes sense. Now, you know, there's some factors coming in like your network and such, but if you're really good at something, that will outshine every other factor. If you're the best at something, you will get the job. Period. That's it. If you're the best, you will get the job. So let's say we got 7 billion people here, and 3 billion people have roughly the same preconditions as you have when it comes to education, when it comes to food, yeah, the place to stay, where they live, roof over their head, really. So 3 billion people out of 7 billion people have or can compete with you. Just saying that you don't have a goal. They have the same preconditions that you do. You don't have a purpose. You don't know what you want. But if you don't know what you want, you'll compete with everybody, because life is a competition when it comes to career. Anyway, if you look at this, there's a lot of people. Like 3 billion people. You can't compete with 3 billion people and stick out. That's just impossible. Now, by just having a goal and knowing what you want, like having a purpose, knowing what career you want to be in, what market, that will slim down the numbers significantly. Now, I'm not going to draw this by scale, so bear with me. It's not going to be really visually representative, but it will demonstrate the true power of this theory and how the beauty of thinking this way. So let's say you have a goal, you know what you want, so you have a goal. Then the number of people you compete with becomes significantly less. Let's say you now compete with 1 million. And again, this isn't scale. Like 1 million out of 3 billion, that's not that big. But for visualization's sake, just say that this is 1 million people. So once you have a goal and knowing what you want and knowing what career or market you want to work in, you just compete with 1 million people. So you went from competing with 3 billion to 1 million. That is a huge step. Huge difference, huge difference. And now you have a focus. You know what you want. So now you know what you want. You know where you want to wind up. But there's still 1 million people that know what they want. A lot of people may not know what they want, but there's still people out there that know what they want. But there's a whole lot less people that know what they want and back this up with a plan. Okay, so when you know what you want, you gotta make a plan. Once you have a plan, you once again slim down the numbers of who you compete with. So the people that have a goal and a plan, let's say that's just 100,000 people out of this million, so 100K. Now these numbers are completely random, but I want you to see my point here. The number of people that have the same goal as you do, the exact same goal, and just having the premise that that is 1 million people internationally, once you get a plan too, just 100,000 people of those 1 million people have a goal and a plan. So they know what they want, and they have a plan on how to get it. You have a plan, what stages you have to go through. Like if you want to be a lawyer, you probably have to go to law school. You probably have to go to college or university. Now, just by having a goal and a plan, you compete with 100,000 people. But we can slim this down even more. Actually, like internationally, there may even be more jobs out there than people that have a goal and a plan. It might be like 200,000 jobs of which fulfill the goal and the plan that you have. So the career essentially that you want. And just there, you increase your value and your chances of getting the job and the career that you want. Now, very, very, very few people, and I truly believe this, have a goal, a plan, and a strategy. And I thought of this while reading about the market and funds and such in the book Unshakable. Actually, I listened to it, and this is just remarkable to me. You can apply a lot of things that come from different areas of life into your actual whole life to create a better life. Now, when you have a strategy, you actually have not only a plan, but a know-how and an execution-wise thought of how to get there. Not only what you want, not only where you have to go or what challenge you have to go through to get there, but also how you will go through those channels. You have a strategy. Now let's say, because I just believe there's insanely few that have a goal, a plan, and a strategy. Let's say that number is, well, worst case, like 5,000 people. So this little dot right there, 5K. Now you essentially, let's look at the big picture here. You went from competing with 3 billion people to competing with 5,000 of them. That's insane. The difference there is just huge. So you have a goal, you have a plan, and you have a strategy, and you back that up with following the plan and the strategy to get to your goal. Okay? So you're competing with 5,000 people. Just by having this in the right order, determining your goal, determining your plan, and determining your strategy, you will significantly increase your chances of getting where you want and getting to the career that you want to have. Now, let's say you want to compete against less people. You're still competing against 5,000 people. Now, keep in mind that there might still be 200,000 jobs out there for the job or the career that you want, but you're in the top like 5,000 just by having this. And to compete even further, you'll have to look at the preconditions that you do have and the work ethic that you can apply. This is essentially what they mean when they say work hard but work smart. Work smart means having a goal, having a plan for that goal, and having a strategy to execute your plan, which gets you to your goal. So now you know that you're working smart. You're working smart. So now you just have to work hard. Maybe 4,000 of the people in this 5,000 group work 10 hours a day. No more, no less. So they work 10 hours. And only 1,000 out of those 5,000 work over 10 hours a day. That means if you work over 10 hours a day, well, you divide the amount of people that you compete with, which is a very, very small group already, you divide that by 5. And now you just compete with 1,000 people. That's nothing. 1K. And that's just this little dot right here. Like, really this tiny dot. Now keep in mind, your preconditions may have a factor here. You can work smart by using this model, and you can work hard to get to the very, very extremely low amount of people to compete with. But if, let's say you're trying to be a basketball athlete, well, you may have some biological boundaries. Maybe you're not as tall as the other guys. Maybe you're not as athletic. You may have other things like health disorders. I don't know. Thinking that you have the average preconditions, you have a good chance, and you work extremely hard, you'll compete against a whole lot less people than you imagine. I hope you guys find this theory of how to get what you want, and not only knowing what you want, but how to get what you want, convincing. Because it's very, very, very logical, and really, if you think about it, you can apply this to anything. And a whole lot of people do this when they, for example, play chess. So when you play chess, the goal is to win, of course. You have a plan. Well, I'm gonna beat him by attacking attacking his, queen and then king. Just to play an example. And then you gotta have a strategy. Okay, how am I gonna do that? It's just like playing chess, but you're playing life. And I think it's insane. So few people have a strategy in life. That people don't even have a plan and even have a goal is really sad, because I think a whole lot more people would be happy if they managed to determine their goal and then know that they should develop a plan and then a strategy to get to that goal. So the reason that I'm sharing this with you guys is to try to enlighten you that once you get that goal, you know what you want, you know the career you want, you know the life you want, relationship wise, career wise, like anything. Once you have that goal of your life, start making a plan. What channels do you have to go through to make it happen? And then have a strategy. How will you go through those channels? Once you do that, I guarantee you that you will compete with a whole lot less people, and the focus of your destination, the focus of your future will be so clear that you will know where you're going, and after a while you will expect to be there because you've planned and you've used your strategy. It's gonna happen. It's like automatic. As long as you back it up with work, nothing can stop you. Now keep in mind, this is my theory. How I really truly believe that you can slim down your competition and really have a good shot at getting the life that you want. If you use this in 2018, I believe that 2018 might be your greatest year yet. Let's go into 2018 and absolutely smash it. Okay, we're going after you 2018. Let's go. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like below. If you like my content, do subscribe. Turn on post notifications to always be notified when I publish a video. And otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.